Let me put you on. Episode 2. Today we talking about Sangiev. Let me put you on. Episode 2. This is the series where I want to talk about small brands and put a highlight on smaller brands that may not be well known or you may know of it, but in general, they're going to be independently ran and funded, may have a small amount of aspirational stockage for revenue. Second rule is going to be, of course, you're independently ran, have small funding, small, funding from outside sources, but your main source of revenue is going to be from your own independently run platforms. My own requirements, I have to make at least 2 purchases. As you can see, I've made a bit more than that. And then the second rule is going to be I have to wear the clothes for a certain amount of time. Sangiev is a YouTuber that I have actually been following for a while. When he decided to get more into clothing, I was like, okay, I like Sanjeev's style, so I think it only makes sense to get enveloped in his own story where, he's designing his clothes. Sangiev is a Sri Lankan YouTuber that puts a lot of his own culture into his clothing, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate a lot of different cultures. I appreciate a lot of what goes into design. Sangiev does a lot of things that, if I'm being honest with you, kind of challenge a lot of Western norms. There's a lot of Sangiev stuff that is a bit different, and I'm going to go over it to that. The first thing we're going to talk about is going to be some scarves. This is the first scarf that I'm going to highlight. This is a scarf that was actually, it wasn't for sale on the website, but this is a scarf that was given to the first 100 customers when Sangiev kind of first started as a brand. And luckily I was within the first 100 customers and I was able to get this cool ass scarf, bandana, whatever you want to call it. But I like this piece because you can kind of style it however you want to. There's so many ways you can style something like this. You can wear it around your head, you can wear it around your waist, you can wear it on a bag. There's a lot of ways in which you could style this to make it look cool, and it's a cool ass print too, so why not? But the other piece that I want to talk about is also a bandana as well too. Second bandana, second scarf. This one actually has like a cool paisley motif all over it. And then you got the Sangiev, I guess you could say lettering within the paisleys. But this is a cool print. I think this is a cool print. There's a cool piece. There's a cool accessorizing piece. These kind of pieces I like because they bring out the outfit more. With things like this, these are accessory pieces. You're not wearing this as a shirt. You're gonna be wearing this in a very specific way, whether it's around your head, whatever the case is. It's a cool piece, makes everything else stand out. I'm gonna be going into some sets next. Sangiev, they've made a couple sets throughout the years. One of my favorite sets is actually inspired by a lot of isseymiyake, whether it be Please Please or Home Plissé. Isseymiyake in general, this set is inspired by that. This is the crinkled shirt. I also have crinkled trousers, and then I have a crinkled shorts. Let me show off the fabric first. My favorite part about this is the fabric. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up. I hope it is. But this is going to be the crinkled look for it. It gives it almost like a pleats please look. It's not exactly pleated, but at the same time you can see like the crinkles in the fabric, which kind of gives it like a nice flowy look when you're wearing the piece in general. But this is the shirt. It's a cool shirt that I like wearing. I like layering it on top of stuff. It's a nice date night shirt, if I'm being honest. These are the crinkled trousers. I actually think they ran a restock for this. And Sangiev is pretty stern about not doing restocks. But I think they ran a restock for this because they know how well it did, which is kind of funny. This is the crinkled trousers. Again, you got that crinkled fabric all over the pants. Gives it a really nice flowy look. What I like about these pants is that these pants are more of like a straight fit, if you could say. So when you're wearing them, they kind of flow back and forth, similar to isseymiyake. Have you ever had a Homepuse isseymiyake pants? When you're walking with them, they kind of flow really nicely, and that's the whole effect. That's the whole look for it. This kind of gives a similar look as well too. And then if you guys want to see that crinkled fabric, such a cool look, you know what I mean? And then the last crinkled piece from the crinkled set is going to be the shorts. I have worn all three of these pieces multiple times. These are just shorts, but with that crinkled effect all over it. It's another piece that's cool as hell. Sangiev, you guys knocked it out of the park with this one. And I think y'all know y'all did as well too. The next set we're going to talk about is a sweatsuit, you could say. I personally, I'm not a big fan of sweatsuits, but I seen this hoodie and I was like, I like this hoodie. Seen these pants, thought these pants were pretty cool too. They're pretty long, but this is gonna be the, I don't remember the name of it, almost like a cargo set. They have cargo pockets on the hoodie, just so you can see. I believe they also released this in black as well. I just had to get this color because I personally like the green. I'm trying to get out of my whole black looks. Black is fun. Black clothing is fun, but I think it's a little overdone. There's other ways to wear black that I feel like isn't very well worn, if that makes any sense. And then you have clothes like this that are different colors, and of course it's not going to gravitate towards everyone, but a color like this, other colors that I have, they all gravitate towards me. So I love the details on this hoodie because you can start to see the fabric pilling on the hood. It's kind of nice. You see all the little all the little pieces coming out of the seams of the hood. It's like a nice, you know, worn in look. Personally, I like patina on my clothes. I like to see how it wears over time, how it ages. These are the matching shorts, and I like these. Oh, sorry, it's shorts. These are the matching sweats, and I like these sweats. These sweats, I'm not gonna lie, they are long as hell. As you can see, these sweats are long as a mother. I've worn these, as you can see, I've worn these to shit. I've literally let the hem just be like that. I like the look on it. You know, I'm not a big sweatpants person, but I'll wear these every now and then. I mean, you can see all the stains at the bottom. I believe the reason why he went for a longer look on this one was so that if you wanted to, you can get them hemmed to be more of a more appropriate length. He wanted it to be, I guess you could say, customizable in a way, so that it could be, you know, hemmed to the length of the person, which I do think is a very good idea. And I do wish a lot more brands would do that, because a lot of brands nowadays, they either just make clothing for one size body and then that's it. And of course, not everybody is going to be the same body size or body style, whatever you want to call it. It's just nice to have a piece of clothing that can kind of be tuned to your own needs. You know what I mean? But cargo sweatpants, sweatsuit, on to the next one. So for this one, this is a Sangiev tiled shirt. It's a great shirt. You can wear this for date night. You can wear this to movie night. You can wear this to sleep overnight. Whatever the hell the case is, you can wear this to anything. But this is a nice shirt, nice tiled shirt. If you want to see the design on it, here's a close-up. This is the tiled shirt. I love layering this piece, putting it over, you know, something simple. Stands out. But tiled shirt, on to the next one. So I think out of all the pieces that I have from Sangiev, this piece here is probably the one that I wear the most. And I think the reason why I wear them the most is just because you can genuinely put these on with anything and it looks good. So this is the wide leg cargos. It's very much a wide leg fit, of course, but the design on this is really cool. Like, you have this lighter green going in throughout the pants, gives it a really nice look. And then the fit of these pants are like perfect. Sangiev cargo pants. I've had these for a while now, but I love wearing these pants. I don't think these are available on the website anymore, unfortunately, But I am honestly hoping the brand releases more stuff like this in the future, because this is my most worn piece from this brand, and I would like to have similar pieces from it to wear as well too, to wear pretty much every day. So this next piece, I know that the other pants are I wear a lot more, but these pants here, there's something about them that I can't ever get rid of these. These look so damn cool. Look at that. These are the flared Western pants. And of course, the best detail is the bottom of these pants. Look at that. You're gonna see the stain right there because I've worn these to ship. I need to get them clean. But look at that. Gives such a cool ass look, especially on body. I'm gonna be showing off a picture of me wearing these pants as well too. And around the time these pants released, he did this whole Western ad that I thought was cool as hell. It honestly kind of motivated me to buy these pants, because I was like, damn, that's a cool ass ad. The design on these pants is cool as hell. Maybe I'll get into these, and I did. But flared Western pants, probably one of the sickest standout pieces that I own from this brand. Sangiev, come on, man. All right, so next piece we're gonna talk about. So Sangiev in general, I've always appreciated that Sangiev himself, Mr. Sangiev, he takes a lot of his own inspirations from his own culture and puts it into his own brand. This is a saram, which is kind of like a skirt that is very popular among Sri Lankan culture. But this is the piece that's gonna challenge you, but it's also gonna challenge a lot of Western norms. This is the piece that I love wearing this. This stands out so much. It looks so good on body. And then it's designed in a way that when you put it on, it has pockets. How many skirts you know have pockets on them? I mean, as a man myself, I don't wear skirts often, so I wouldn't know. But when I wear these, I'm like, I'm the main character when I wear these, because this is the piece that's gonna stand out. It's made of like a wool fabric. It is very thick, so if I'm being honest, this is definitely more of like a winter piece, but such a cool piece. It's a saram, if I'm pronouncing, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Of course, I'm going to show off pictures of me wearing this because, you know, another great piece, another great piece. A lot of the pieces that Sangiev makes are, specifically in the tops, are usually cropped in the body, and in my opinion, this kind of challenges a lot of Western norms. You don't really see many crop sweaters. I mean, nowadays you do, but back then, like 10 years ago, you wasn't really seeing them that much. And a lot of the designs that he does really challenges a lot of like norms that are in this country, specifically in the US. And I like that. I like challenging the norms. I like doing things that are a bit different than what society has planned. This is just me, my own personal style. This is just how I like to wear my pieces. As soon as I remember seeing this one in a video, and as soon as I seen this one, I was like, nah, I gotta get this. But the color on this is beautiful. The graphic looks pretty sick too. Mind you, I forgot to mention as well too, these sweaters are reversible. So you can wear them with the graphic on the front, or you can wear them with the graphic on the inside, which of course also looks good as well too. So if you don't want to show off too many logos, you don't want to show off too many graphics, or just you don't like graphics in general, you can wear it like this too. I've always appreciated these sweaters. I love the way they look with a hoodie on. I love the way they look with other things on in general, with a pair of baggy pants, pair of wide shorts. They look pretty good with the majority of things. A lot of these crops, well, these are crop sweaters. A lot of these sweaters, just so you know, they're actually inspired by, and I remember hearing about this when I first hearing Sangiev talk about them. The crop sweaters are inspired by this undercover sweater that I actually have. The undercover sweater, this is one of them. There was a lot of different designs that they released. This is the undercover sweater that, well, not just this one specifically. I believe they released a bunch of different ones. But I was able to get one of them. I got this a long time ago, for over a decade ago probably. But this is what the Sangiev sweaters are inspired by. This is an undercover sweater that I purchased a while ago, which is of course cropped in the body, elongated sleeves, and just wide in general. And what I have liked about the undercover sweater, which also the Sangiev ones have some of it too, is the details. The details around the neck. You see the little fabric details at the bottom. It gives it like a worn in look, but of course it's not really worn in yet. I mean, this is worn in because I've worn this like crazy. This one actually has a design on the sleeves, but of course there's other ones as well too. I just do not have the other ones. I just have this one. But yeah, this is what the Sangiev sweaters are inspired by, and I have always loved this sweater. So when I seen he was doing the same kind of cut of sweaters but with different designs, I had to get it. So these Sangiev sweaters, I've missed a couple, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I obviously have a lot of these crop sweaters, and I personally don't think I need like 10 of them. I have like 5 or 6 already. I don't need this many, I don't need that many, but just to show you what they look like, this is the graphic on this shirt, or sorry, this sweater, which I think is sick as hell. If I'm being honest, I do not know what any of that says because I cannot read that language, but the graphic is really cool on this. And it's always inspired, you know, by his own culture, which I really appreciate. It's something that not every designer does, but when some designers do it and execute it right, it looks pretty good. This other sweater is probably I'm pretty sure this is one of the first ones I got from the brand. Of course, you have the motif on the front, the cultural relevance on the front. It's this one right here. It's called a hybrid hoodie, where it's of course the cropped in the body, elongated sleeves, but this one actually has a hood on it. Personally, I like wearing hoods. I like just having the option of having a hood there to put over my head if I need to, or just in general to keep me warm. Hybrid hoodie, another hoodie that is fire, a lot of Sangiev stuff. I just really appreciate it, and I love getting enveloped in this story. I love talking about this story. I love talking about this brand. There's a lot of things in this brand that just really call out to me. The last couple pieces that I want to talk about are some of the coolest pieces because of the color, personally. Color, fit, look, whatever you want to call it. These are the cardigans, the Sangiev cardigans that are pretty much the same fit as the sweaters. There's details all over the cardigan, where you see the white trim on it. The purple on this is beautiful. It looks so good on body. These are dope ass cardigans that can be worn for majority of things. I mean, you can wear this on a date, you can wear this going out, you can wear this to a club, whatever the case is. This is a dope ass cardigan. I love this cardigan. It stands out. And then I have another one too. This is the green version. The green version released first, and I purchased the green one, and I love this one so much that I ended up buying the purple one too. But again, you got that white trim detail on it. This is a really nice green. I love this color green. It looks really good on body. And of course, I'm going to show pictures of everything, showing you how each piece looks, how it looks on me, if you want to see what it looks like on someone, and just how to style the piece in general. But both these cardigans, amazing cardigans. I love these cardigans. So for the last piece that I want to talk about, I'm going to show it to you. But before I show it to you, I want to, after going over all these pieces, I want to talk about the progression of Sangiev and how the brand itself has kind of progressed in a way that, kind of tells their story a bit more. I have noticed that Sangiev likes to name their products in very culturally relevant ways, of course, to Sangiev's own culture. I have noticed throughout the brand that the brand's story has been shifting, and it has really been making me appreciate the brand. Whether it's those riot boots, which I think those boots are amazing. They're a bit expensive for me right now, at least. I mean, I'll probably get them in the future. I'm not a big fan of pre-orders. I don't like the idea of giving thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars to someone else for months. That's just not what I'm into. But once the product is actually available, I'll probably buy it. So this last piece that I'm going to be showing, this was on pre-order for a while. I wanted them so bad. I was not motivated to do that pre-order though. I'm just not a fan of waiting that long for stuff. But who knows? Hopefully the Riot boots come and hopefully I'm able to get them. But these are the Raja loafers. These loafers are sick as hell. Let me show you. I've already seen them, so this is gonna be like a mini unboxing, but it's not gonna be like an official unboxing because I've already seen it or already opened it. Got the Sangiev dust bag. And then these are the Rajan loafers. Sangiev has been getting more into footwear lately, and these are just beautiful shoes. There's no lacing system. It's a very like androgynous type of shoe, but the heel on this is so sick. It's a nice thick heel. These would look so good with some shorts. These would look so good wearing them with like, you know, some capris. You could wear them with a skirt. You wear them with some jeans that are not too long. If you have a nice pair of socks, these are gonna look amazing. Nah, seriously. Like, if you have a nice pair of socks, these are gonna look amazing. That's the thing's in there right now. I'm stupid. If you have some nice socks, these are gonna look amazing. I know no shoes on the couch, but come on. You can't tell me these don't look good. Got my shoes on the couch for this. Nah, but for real though, Sangiev, you guys have been doing your thing, and I have been here the whole way. I've seen the beginning, I've seen what the brand is now, and I loved every little bit of it. Sangiev's actually announced that the brand's kind of undergoing a bit of a, I guess you could say, remodeling. The brand wants to go in a bit of a different direction. Of course, I'm going to be there to support because brands like these are hard to find, and these kinds of small brands in general, you don't really see them that often, especially with good quality as well too. Sangiev, you guys have really knocked this shoe out of the park. You've knocked a lot of these clothings out of the park, and I'm here to get enveloped in the story even more. If this is chapter 10, I'm going to be here to the end of the book. I want y'all to know that. This is the second episode of Let Me Put You On. Let me put you on!
Stepping in some fly ass clothes. You know I gotta put that shit on me. Ideas getting out of control. By the next day, already on the next thing. It's a movie, just let the camera roll.